into game 2, and as you might see, or as you might notice, multeyemeteor is on the side, and he's in the deck. In hindsight, I should have taken him out. He's not really doing too much for the deck. He's too late, and he's I'm not really able to, like, if I had more Simic cards, if I had more green blue or just green and blue cards in general, then he would be able to do a little bit more for the deck, ramp up a little bit, make, like, help me draw cards and so on. Here I'm not sure that I keep it or not. I think I've made some misplays in yeah, I decided to mulligan, and that was a good choice in my opinion, because still keep the Sky Hussar. I do have the Vigilant Hydropon. I have to keep it just because I have the land situation that I need, but Vigilant Hydropon is not able to swing in, it's not able to block. It's a graft creature which makes your other creatures bigger when they come into play, or you have the option of doing that. Sky Hussar is pretty nice, but it's a 4-drop, so it comes into, or 5-drop, so it's not coming into play until turn 5. Can't drop the Azorius Chancery because I have to bounce a card. Oh, I can, because it's my second turn, of course. So I have the Azorius Chancery down, and the next turn I can drop the Forest, drop the Vigilant Hydropon, and hopefully I'll draw some creatures and pump them a little bit when they come into play. But yeah, I think I should have put it in more creatures, like and taken out like multeyemeteor and stuff like that. He has a Ciliana Ledgewalker, which can't be blocked except by creatures with flying, and that's gonna suck a little bit for me. His deck is way more aggro than mine is, and we're on my third turn here. You might say, if you didn't follow all that well, why do I only have 2 lands down if I'm on turn 3? And that's because Azorius Chancery bounces one of your lands when you drop it, but it also gives you the ability to tap it for 2 mana every turn. It's not that great because, like, tempo-wise, it doesn't do a big difference, but as soon as you run out of lands to drop, it gives you an extra land, so it's decent, I guess, in total, or all in all. Nothing too special. So he swings in with the Ledgewalker. I go down to 19, nothing special. And does he have a third land? Yes, he does. He's playing, in case you didn't notice, he's playing, Nemo is playing Celestia, and he has a Wild Beastmaster, which kind of sucks because when he swings in, it gives every other creature +X, where X is Wild Beastmaster's power. At the moment, it's a 1/1, and that makes sense, or else it would have been way too undercosted. But if you pump it before combat and you swing in, then you're able to pump your entire side, which is pretty insane. So I'm running. What do I have right now? I have I drew a land, or no, I had the land in hand already. I drew the Palliation Accord, which is another card I probably would have taken out in hindsight. I actually took out Gaze of the Gorgon, put it back in. Really like that card, but it is a little slow. It's a 4-cost, but it does do work. I played a match against another guy from who was in the tournament, and well, right before I talk about that, you might ask yourself, why do I take 3 damage? Both of his creatures are 1/1s, but Wild Beastmaster pumps Ciliana Ledgewalker with 1/1/1 when it swings in. So he drops a Phantom General, 2/3 creature for 4, which pumps all creature tokens that he controls with the +1/+1. Alright, I have the Devouring Light. I don't have the second white mana, so that kind of sucks. Don't really have anything I can drop or play here. A little bit land screwed. Screwed in every which way, every which direction. So yeah, it's gonna suck for me. If I did have the Devouring Light, I would have been able to take out his Wild Beastmaster or Phantom General, probably his Beastmaster. Devouring Light is it's great in the sense that it has Convoke, so it can become really a really cheap way of dealing with blocking or attacking creatures, and it exiles creatures, so it's pretty insane. Yeah, and at this point, I'm kind of making the choice to go with my secondary deck for the next game. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 points of damage. I'm down to 10, and I'm not really doing anything. I'm pretty much passive in this game, not doing anything. Not drawing the stuff I need. Finally, I draw a land, so I'm able to drop the Skyhusser, which will come in at which will come in as a 5/4 because of the Vigilant Hydropon. Move counter, make it -1/-1. Smaller, make this guy +1/+1, and it's a 5/4. So that's pretty good, and that also means that I'll be able to use the Devouring Light because I can tap my Skyhusser for 1 white mana to cast it. So right now it's looking, everything is looking it's looking a little bit better. It's not amazing. He still has 3 guys down. I'm able to block every single one of his creatures right now, but he's still able to swing in for a devastating amount. If he has any kind of pump spells, he could probably kill me, especially if he pumps his Wild Beastmaster and swing in. He has 5 cards in hand. It could be anything. He does have enough mana for just about every card in his deck, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not the best situation, but the fact that I just got a 5/4 down does help me out a little bit. The fact that I'm tapped out, however, is kind of a bitch because, yeah, I would have liked to be able to do something here. What I should have done on top of that actually was no, it doesn't have Convoke. Never mind. I was just thinking about if the Skyhusser had Convoke, but it's an Azorius card. It's not a Celestia card, so it does not. So Nemo casts Celestia Keyrune, which makes his side a little bit better even. But it's not all that bad now, because now I do have, oh yeah, and I'm thinking about the Palliation Accord here. I think, I can't remember if I cast it, we'll see. No, I probably don't. I kind of want him to swing in and trick him, but I don't. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, here's my reasoning behind that. I want the Azorius Chantry down so I have more mana, and it's, I guess it's an okay choice because Palliation Accord can prevent combat damage here, but he will be able to swing in with a lot, and yeah, it's going to devastate me. If I had kept mana open instead, and he would swing in with the Keyrune, the Wild Beastmaster, Phantom General, and Ciliana Ledgewalker, I could block 1 creature with the Skyhusser, Devouring Light, another threat, and take the rest of the damage, and that would leave him with 2 less creatures. So I think I would have done that instead if I had the option. Perhaps I would even have use Gaze of the Gorgon or Swift Justice or something. So Gather Courage, yeah, this is pretty much the end of me. And I think at this point I was about to just, like, I had already given up more or less. I didn't think straight, but that was a huge mistake. I should have kept mana open, used the Devouring Light, Gaze of the Gorgon even, and killed off two of his creatures. I think I might have had enough mana for both Gaze of the because Gaze of the Gorgon is a 4 cost, Devouring Light is a 3 cost, but by tapping Vigian, Hydropon, and Skyhusser after blocking or after declaring blockers, I could cast Devouring Light as well, remove one of his guys, like I said, and use Gaze of the Gorgon on my Skyhusser and kill off whatever I wanted to kill off from his side. And with that, he would swing in and he would do a lot of damage, no doubt about it. He would do 7 points of damage, like 3 from the Ciliana Lechwalker, 4 with the Phantom General. I would kill off his Wild Beastmaster and perhaps also his Celestia Key Rune. But let's see, 3, yeah, he doesn't swing in with his Key Rune, so that's pretty interesting. I'm going to block his Wild Beastmaster. Palliation Accord is going to remove, or yeah, it's gonna prevent 3 points of damage. He casts Rootborn Defenses. He can't populate anything, but his creature does survive. So does mine. He gets, let's see, 7 points of damage in, I think. Yeah. 2 from the General and 4 from the Lech Walker. Yeah, I'm maybe I'm right. Yeah, I think I'm right actually. No, he's not. Only dealing 4? I don't think so. Because of the Wild Beastmaster, of course. Yeah. We're just discussing how much damage does get in. So yeah, it's actually it is actually 6 points of damage that gets in. Kind of sucks, but he's got me down to 4. And the Palliation Accord is nice, but I would much rather have Devouring Light his his Wild Beastmaster and blocked something else, or use Gaze of the Gorgon on his Phantom General and Devouring Light his Beastmaster. Avenging Arrow kills my Skyhusser, and that's GG. So nothing I can do. But I think because it's a tournament, I decide to play it out. But I don't think there's much that I'll be able to do here. His Wild Beastmaster is of course not a 3/3 anymore. It's a 1/1. But yeah, I don't have the creature that I need, and I think I do the equivalent of scooping here just by conceding. So Avenging Arrow is a bit of a bitch. I think if I had kept the mana open, Gaze of the Gorgon would have saved my guy, and Devouring Light would have killed off another of his guys. So he would probably have been able to use Rootbound defenses on his creatures, but one of them would have been exiled, and it would probably have been the Wild Beastmaster. So yeah, that could have turned the game around a little bit, but I was still down to, wouldn't have been down to 4, but I would have been pretty low. I would have been down to, I'm not entirely sure, but I would have been down to 6, I think, and he would still be at 20. So yeah, this was game 3, and game 2, and let's head into game 3.